One of the things I want to show students before the semester starts is a little overview of the course. I know when I first go into any website, I am immediately on fire. I don't know what I'm seeing. I get confused. Everything kind of dances around the page. So I thought we'd take a minute or two to go through the course so that when you log in, you'll know where you are. So let me go over a few things with you real quick. When you enter the course, you are on the home page. On the far left are tools for you to be able to use. This is where your account is. You'll have some information about yourself in there and so forth. This is your dashboard, which will take you to all the courses that you're taking. This is the course calendar. This will show you the due dates for assignments that are due. The inbox is where you can go to write an email to me if you need to do so. Next is the history for your history in the course. And at the bottom is a question mark for the Help Center. Remember, if you have any problems with technical difficulties, the Help Desk is wonderful and they are there to help. I don't have any technical capabilities, so you'd want to make sure you take any of those questions there. Now, this next row are your tabs to take you to course pages throughout this particular curriculum. This is where announcements are located. You will receive an announcement every Saturday showing you what is coming for the week. It is not a substitute for course content, but it does give you an idea of what's coming up for the week. The course modules is where you'll find the meat and potatoes of the course. That is where the course textbook is located. Remember, we don't have a textbook for this course. Everything I need you to learn is located in the course itself. So you'll read the pages in the course modules just like you would a textbook. Assignments are here, and let's take a look at those assignments real quick. In addition to the calendar over here, clicking on assignments gives you an overview of what's coming up. Let's go back to the home page. The discussion boards are located here. There aren't very many discussion boards, and every one of them are important. One of the things you'll notice in the discussion boards, and let's look there real quick. You'll see right at the top a Cyber Cafe group. You've been assigned to a Cyber Cafe group. When you click this link and post by clicking, when you get in there, of course, there's a tutorial. I'm the queen of tutorials. So you'll see a little tutorial that explains what the Cyber Cafe group is and what it is not. And there are instructions. And when you click reply and you post, it will automatically go to your Cyber Cafe group. You don't have to do anything but simply post and reply back to other students who have posted that will show also in this tab. Throughout the semester, several discussion boards are included, and you can see there aren't very many, and they are all topically. This is not a course where you're going to post something to the entire class every single week. The topics are listed. The exception is the Cyber Cafe group, where you will check in every Monday. You can ask your fellow group members what they're working on. If you didn't understand something about the instructions that were written, you can clear some of that information up. What you cannot do in a Cyber Cafe group is discuss grades, the professor, or other personal details that would violate the privacy policy. What, you ask, is a privacy policy? Well, let's go over here to course modules and see. When we get to the modules, you'll see, first things first, this is where you're going to start in the course. Make sure you click on every page. Some are short, some are longer. One of the things I want you to do before you start anything in this course, and that's why it's located right here, is to explore how you learn. There's a little tutorial there, of course, and there are some clicks. It is very important that you understand your learning style so that you can learn best. I don't know about you, but there are times when I am critical of myself because I don't do something perfectly. The fact of the matter is, I didn't learn. I have to be on a learning curve. I need to learn how to do that. And the next thing for me to know is, how do I learn best? And then I can organize myself to take advantage of the learning opportunities. So that is right at the top of the course. Be sure to read every page, and this page in particular. It's a lot of fun. Well, the whole course is fun, but okay, so now we're going to go down, and you'll see in the Start Here menu, Day 1. Go ahead and introduce yourself to your Cyber Cafe group. Simply click there, click that reply arrow that I showed you, and post about yourself. You can add pictures of yourself, you can do a little Animoto, slideshow, or you can use words, whatever you're comfortable with, but make sure that your group gets to know who you are. Open Forum is the same exact content, only you're going to copy and paste it into a post that goes to the entire class. Next, we have choices. I know, let's pause here just a moment and talk about choices. My particular teaching style allows you to pick topics that are interested to you within the framework that I've provided for you. For example, under the narrator's voice, there is a list of about 100 titles for you to choose from. Once you choose that title, you'll lock it down so no one else can have it. One title per student. We're going to be reading a classic essay later on in the semester. There's a list of classics. Pick one that you like and lock that down. At the end of the semester, you're going to be writing a fabulous, creative essay. Personally, it takes me a long time to write essays, so I want to know kind of what I'm writing about to get started. When you click here, you'll find all kinds of images, and you can pick the one you want and lock it down so no other student can use that image. And finally, you're going to lock your hero archetype. The major assignment in the essay is the hero archetype essay, and there are a list of, I think, about 350 heroes for you to choose from. So how do we do that? You go, okay, well, that sounds great. I get to lock down my topic. How do I do that? Well, we go in here. I just clicked on that lock the title for the narrator's voice, and I see the instructions right here. Do I have to do anything other than just pick a title? No, just have to pick the title. What if you change your mind later? You can change your mind as long as nobody else has locked that title. So you read the instructions and you think, okay, well, let me look at these examples. And when I click on that, there is a list of films, all kinds of different titles that you can select. And that's all you have to do at week 1. Just pick the one you like. If you don't see one here that you like, remember, for this assignment, the film or episodic needs to have a narrator. Let's go back to that choices list. So now let's say we've completed that. We go over here to lock our choices and make sure that I've locked each one of these choices. I get over here to the final exam, and let's say that I look at all these pages of fabulous images to consider. So let's say I open up this image. I'm in the mood to write a crime story. You don't have to, as long as it meets the prompt. Well, let's just go here and let's say I'm picking an image. What I want to do is lock down this image. And how do I do that? Let's let this page open and I'll show you how. That page has lots of images on it, so it took it a minute to load up. Remember, you need to do this on a computer. You cannot do this on a phone. So let's go down here and let's say I pick an image that I like. I'm going to go with this one. All I have to do is take a screenshot of this image and save that screenshot to my desktop. Now, over in the discussion board where I'm going to lock down the image, remember, that's back over here in modules where I'm locking down all my choices. I go over here. I've picked my image. I click reply. And in reply, I will upload that same image that I just took the screenshot of, and I will put that, and I will insert that here, and above that image I'll put my name, and then I'm locking down this image. No one else will be able to use that image but me. Later on in the semester, if I change my mind, I can go back in and easily see all the images that have been locked and choose an image that no one else has already selected. But it's important in week 1 to make those choices. I clicked back over to the modules, and there you'll see that each week begins with the date that that week starts. We go down, you'll see assignments, you'll see pages that you need to study that are attached to those assignments, and on you'll go through the semester. Let's look at the syllabus real quick. Click the syllabus in my panel, and this is where I can see the syllabus right there. Here's a little tutorial that shows me through that syllabus. One thing I'm going to point out, and that's the only thing I'm going to point out because you have that tutorial. But here, before we even get started in the course, let's look at one important thing, and that's going to end this tutorial. Look at this one thing with me. Here's a syllabus, and I just want to show you 2 fast things. First is the privacy policy. Please make sure that you take a minute and look at this. It's also in the course, but make sure you understand why it is not appropriate to share any personal information with me. I don't need personal information. I believe you. If you tell me you need an extra 24 hours, I believe you have a good reason. There's no reason for you to explain anything to me. But make sure that you help us all stay within the legal framework by taking a look at the privacy policy. And finally, when you turn in work, in the upper left corner will always be your name, course information, the date, and word count. We are required by the district, which is required by the state, for students to write a certain number of words throughout the semester. I've made sure we do that. For your part, you will give yourself credit for every word you've written. There's a tutorial in there called Word Count. Next, every item will have a title. Some essays and some submissions require a title image. Not all, but some, and if they do, then that title image goes there under the title. The essay begins here, or the assignment, whatever you've written. Always double-spaced, always Times New Roman, 12 font, 1-inch margins. The title can be any font you like. You can have total creativity with your title. But the rest of the assignment is always Times New Roman, 12 font, double-spaced. That's it for this tutorial. Enjoy the course. This gives you an overview of what you're going to see when you come in the course. Start here with the first page and work your way through. I hope you have a wonderful semester. I'm so excited to meet all of you.